Right, so we should be live. Are you still flying blind tonight, Jack? You've got no video.
I should be firing in a second. Bear with me.
If not, you're going to be the blind archer.
Yeah, that beats arrow.
It's Mackles.
What's that?
Did I hear that works well? We'll just have to shoot at some arrows. Apples.
Well, I don't fancy being around when Jack fires if you can't see. Right.
However, I'm in.
Oh, can you see all right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Right, in which case we can.
My phone's connected to the hub, but nothing else is, which is a bit concerning. But fuck it, it works for tonight.
Okay, let's crack on then. So I've just gone for standard formation by the door to start off with. I kind of figured that's what we'd do. So I don't think you roll darkness roll in the first corridor right at the very beginning. At least I've not done it. So do you just all want to?
Let's just stay here then.
Do you want to just pile up to the doorway?
Yeah. Yep.
Is anyone doing anything in particular, or am I just moving us up?
No, we'll just walk up.
Okay, cool. So I'll spend a point to open the door. Jack and Vicky just a space back, and then go for exploration. Actually, I don't reveal that yet, do I? So open the door. Okay, cool. So end of the turn already, unless anyone wants to do anything. No.
I'll sit on the spine, apparently.
Okay. Okay. So who is doing the darkness roll? Was it me?
Oh no, Dave got sacked, so it's back to you. Or was it Jack?
No, you adventure over to Liam.
Is it me? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna load up the little gizmo that lets me do the spinner in that case. Might as well use it since I've got it. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So spin away. Be kind.
Oh.
What?
Just start with one.
What?
What does it mean? Go on.
Oh my word. Okay. It's a 1. I guess I'm sacked. I won't be using the spinner again tonight. So already then it's moved on to the first grey blob. So it's not red, so nothing bad's going to happen. But when we do the exploration now, that's going to go red. So exploration phase, it's a... Oh, we don't take that one. That's the first one. So it's the sacrificial room. Who's going to roll to see if it's monsters or an event? It's an event. Okay, that's good. Well, maybe.
I have a question. Environment cards, when do you use them? Do they go into every square room?
Yeah, so every 4x4 room like this, you get an environment card. So we'll get one in just a sec as it happens. So the environment card for this, it's going to be... So we've got more barrels, so several barrels have been stacked in the room. A few candles have been lit and placed on top. They are surrounded by the strong smell of sulphur. You may do a ranged attack within this room to destroy the barrels, endurance 1 and health 1. If the attack destroys the barrels, choose one square within this map tile. Every character adjacent to that square suffers 1d6 fire wounds. So, might be useful. And we've got a doorway. So I'm going to put the doorway there, at the other end of the room. And we've got an event card as well, so that goes face down for the minute. I'm just going to pull the action cam back a bit so you can get a better view. So you've got the barrels, sacrificial room which has a chest in it, and we've got an event card.
Yep.
Okay, so who wants to do what? Because we can go in any order because we're not in combat.
I mean, you better go first, really, and move into the room, haven't we? Unless Vicky wants to do magic first.
Not using any magic at the moment.
True.
The one tactic, depends if you want to do it. I mean, if Vicky wanted to be the first to search the chest, just in case it is a mimic, for argument's sake, you could potentially use your spell to move one of us out the way so you can get in.
Yeah, just thinking though, Liam, you're lower initiative than me now.
I am, aren't I? I'm now the pauper. Oh, that sucks. So, with my paltry initiative 5 then, do you want me to search the chest?
Yes, please.
Take
Okay.
one for the team.
So, I think I'm already on 4 faith because I get 2 a turn because of my fanatic sensor. So this is the start of turn 2. So generate another faith, and I'm going to go into the room. Let's go roughly in the middle. I only move 4 now, by the way, because I gave my stag boots to Jack.
Yep.
And I'm going to do a search for my second action, and it's a locked chest. I do, as it happens, have a lockpick. So, is it worth me using?
Yeah.
Or do I have a lockpick? Thought I did.
I-
Yeah, no, I have got a lockpick. I don't actually know how this works, as I've never done a lock chest before. I'm just going to have a quick look. Because I don't know if they count as rare loot or standard loot. So lockpicks, discard to open a locked chest, gain 1 loot card for the group and 1 rare loot card for yourself. That's quite cool. So get rid of my lockpick, and so the standard regular loot is as a demon egg. That's pretty good. So consumable, heal yourself or an adjacent ally for 2d6 wounds. Who fancies it?
I've already got one, and I've got no belt space left.
I've got no belt space either.
Who else could have it? I mean, I can hold it. What about Jack? Looks like you've run out of space as well.
I think I've been filled up. I have a crystal of life, a phasing ring, and a tentacle.
Okay, well, I better take it then. So, demon egg. Can always swap this stuff around later. And the rare loot card. Is it carnal bow time? No, but it's interesting. It's a superior quiver. So it's, you've got a dilemma here, Jack. It's a, what do they call it? It's a utility option. So at the moment, are you wearing a cloak or something?
I have a cape.
Cape. So your cape, which is probably in your utility slot, is giving you +4 evasion. If you use this instead, which is a superior quiver, bows gain +1 ranged attacks.
Oh. Ooh.
That's a dilemma.
Oh, that's a really tricky one to figure out there, to be honest. that's going to drop my evasion down to 8 total. But I've got a reasonably good armour rating.
I'd be inclined to go for it.
I think I probably am.
Not
Yeah.
like you
Always
have to
try it
switch.
out.
Always
Try
switch
it
it.
out, and if you're not happy, just swap back.
Well, your weight at the moment is only 7 at the moment, Jack. So it's not like you even have to drop anything. This is weight 1, and it's a superior quiver. It's basically giving you +1 attack, or +1 ranged attack. So it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm going to take it.
Okay, cool. So you're unequipping the cape for the moment.
Yeah. So that takes my evasion down to 8, which takes my reduction down to 12, in fact.
So not the carnal bow, but still pretty decent find, that one.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'm not going to complain about that.
Okay, well I'm done. What do you guys want to do?
So I just move up to the next door and open it? Or do you want to do it with the event first?
Yeah, there is going to be an event in that room which will trigger next turn.
So I just move up to the door then, but not open it?
Mind you, I forgot to move the darkness wheel. We're currently on a red, so when we explore the next section, the darkness wheel will move around. It's going to go onto a grey, so it might be safe to open the door, explore the room, and trigger the event at the same time.
Do that then.
Okay. What was that, Vicky?
How come it's on a red already?
Because it moved at the very beginning in turn 1 when I rolled a 1, and then it moved when we explored this room, and it will move again when we explore the next section of the dungeon.
Yeah, done. Cool. I forgot
Okay.
about the 1.
I'll move Dave then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dave moves 5. You spending a point to open the door, Dave?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Oh, follow up beside you. No, stand formation, so.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You wanting to go one more space, or?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay. Jack, what are you up to?
I think just stick the next to Vicky. I think it's about the best way, isn't it?
Okay.
I agree.
With a mighty movement of 5.
Okay, cool. So end of the turn. Is it who's doing darkness? Was it Jack or Vicky?
Vicky.
Vicky.
I rolled a 6.
Nice. Maximum source for you. Sorry, Dave.
Good job we haven't got the colossal dreadworm then.
Absolutely. Right, so start the turn. We've got exploration, and then we'll trigger that event. So exploration is, it's an intersection already. So I'm going to have to shift the dungeon around a bit here to make that work. So I'm just going to pull the camera back a bit. That's kind of a bit annoying actually for this quest. I don't know if you've read the quest detail, but you've got to find the Cultist Overlord and lead him to the second quest room.
Yeah, technically.
So this intersection coming so early kind of increases the likelihood that we might find him out of sequence.
Just have 3 exits on the intersection.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain having it so early. So let's move all this around. take me a moment just to sort out the landscape.
Is that your phone and your laptop making that noise?
Yeah, I need to probably get it replaced at some point.
Yeah, but really that.
Sounds like it's pairing.
My laptop's pairing. So dealing from the bottom. I want to find a way of running Skype off my phone. Whilst that's not a problem, I need to get the sound core running on the phone properly.
There's only 6 cards, there's not many cards, is there?
Sorry, Vicky?
But there's not actually many cards, is there?
No, it's actually quite a small dungeon. It's a bit hard for me to put all these together with my dodgy arm.
What's my thing doing?
I've just taken some. So which direction do you guys want to head in, or are you not fussed?
Just very quickly, I don't think you've got enough dungeon cards.
Yeah, they're all there. There's only about, I don't know, 11 or so on this one.
Yeah, but if you only dealt 2 rooms to each one, that's not enough rooms.
I didn't, I dealt 3 to each one.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, so 1 there, and 1 there. Okay, so the darkness wheel moves on to a grey, so there's nothing bad in the intersection. Just a load of doors.
Which way would you like to go first?
We've got to trigger the event.
Okay.
So the event. So there's a. Oh my god! You can have all kinds of innuendo with this one. There is a mysterious hole.
Okay.
Say glory on it, does it?
It doesn't say glory hole, no. It says you discover an odd hole. It is too dark to see inside, but you could fit your arm in there if you wanted to. Place this event card next to the map tile, and the cursor within this map tile may perform a search action to look inside the hole. Roll 1d6. So 1 to 2, you've got to take a perception test, and if you fail, you suffer 1d6 wounds. 3, you touch the bottom of the hole, it contains foul brown sludge. Now you know what it used to be used for. 4, you find a coin purse, so 1d6 times 50 crowns. 5, you find a loot card, and 6, you find a rare loot card.
I'm tempted to go for that because I've got perception 7.
Do you want to stick your hand in a hole?
I might do.
Okay, go on then. Who wants to kick off? Because we can go in any order because we're out of combat at the moment.
I think Jack will explore the hole first.
Right.
Jack to explore the hole.
I should go for the hole.
Okay, I'll move you in the room first of all. Oh no, sorry, the event card is in the room we're in, isn't it? Did you want to move a bit closer, Jack, before you do this? Because you could move towards the door and then stick your hand in the hole.
Yeah, I think that's a good start.
So if I put you in front of me.
Well, just a thought actually, then.
Yeah.
Does me searching the hole to my go, or just the movement phase?
You do the search in your attack phase, so you either do an attack or you do the search, basically.
Oh, I see. Got ya. Okay. Well, move me closer to the door then, please.
Okay, so you're now standing next to Dave in front of the doorway.
Lovely. Then it's time for the search. So D6 first, yes?
D6.
Okay. Off it goes. Just going to take some deciphering. It's a 4.
It's a 4. I think that was money, wasn't it? Let's have a look. So,
50 fingers.
yeah, you find a coin purse, gain 1d6 times 50 crowns.
Cool. Off goes the dice. And I'll chase it across the floor. Well, that's kind of typical.
We got 1.
No, I've got a 6.
Okay.
Did that for the first roll.
Well, that's pretty good though. So you've got 300 gold crowns, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm just a little bit worried that I've used up my crit on money. Right. How many crowns have we meant to be on, Liam? Had you exhausted our money supply?
No, I have. No, I did update it. You're now on 330. I'm on 29. Dave's on 30, and Vicky's on 30 as well.
Okay. I'm tempted to throw the wealth around. But...
Okay. Is someone eating their dinner?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, I thought that was the chink of cutlery in the background. Right.
How many souls have we got left?
How many? What have we got left?
Souls.
Souls. On the sheet I've got 12. Dave's got 13. Vicky's got 13, and Jack's got 13.
Yep.
Okay, so what else is going on? Dave, are you moving before me because you're blocking the way at the moment?
Yeah, I can move in and go to whatever door we decide.
Whichever works for you, Liam.
Well, let's go south. I don't have to reach as far then. So, Dave, presumably you're going to just move in and open the door. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can spend a point of movement in your second phase to open the door. Vicky?
I'll be behind Dave and I'll attempt to imbue him with pain.
Okie doke. So you just want to go one square behind him?
The usual gap thing so that people have space to move.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. And yes, you've got 2 additional damage, Dave.
Thank you.
I'm gonna try and stand next to Dave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. And I'll stand there. Cool. Oh, Vicky, is it worth you moving Jack up with a spell?
Yeah, I can do that. Before I roll 2 dice for movement.
You could roll 3.
Yeah, because I'd still mitigate the source then, wouldn't I?
Yeah, that item you've got now is amazing.
You can move 3, Jack, and I didn't roll any source then.
Okay. So I move Jack along 3 squares. And that actually gets him line of sight now into the next room, which is quite cool. Okay, so let's just shift the camera around. Hopefully that's a bit of a better view. Okay, right, so I'm going to give my laptop a quick knock, just try and silence the fan.
What, a sledgehammer?
Hey, that.
Probably made it worse.
Maybe
Made it worse. Right, okay, so end of the phase. Vicky, do you want to do darkness roll?
Yeah. You have 5.
Got a 5. Okay, so that's all good. Right, so it's straight into exploration, isn't it? And I haven't been generating my faith again.
Nope.
Do you know what turn we're on?
4.
Turn 4, okay. I should be on 8 faith by now then. Okay, cool. So it's a long corridor with 1 exit. and that's going to move us on to a red. So do you want to roll for an encounter or an event, Vicky?
I'm afraid. Monster.
Encounter.
Yeah, I rolled 1. But at least I've moved up, so hopefully that's still on top.
Well, we've done alright so far. And I'm just wondering how I can lay this out. What's the best way to do this? What I might do is I'm gonna bring the dungeon south, but the exit at the end I'm gonna put coming off sideways. I don't think it makes actually any difference to the fight.
Any way you want.
Oh yeah, that's true, it even says so. Okay, so that will work out quite nicely. Okay, let's move the camera a bit. And then...
That's no longer part of the action.
Sorry?
Why did Jack up? He's no longer part of the action.
Nope.
That turn of yours sounds like someone strangling a dial-up modem.
Do we try once more just to get it to submit? No.
That works.
For now.
Yeah, no, it's not playing ball. Right, okay, so encounter. So we've got 1d6 plus 6 crawlers. You'll love those, Vicky.
Roll that,
Yeah, roll away. How many have you got?
1.
1? Okay, so we've got 7 crawlers. This is getting out of the box. Okay, so these are melee, and from memory these guys can basically just go wherever they want, they never get threatened. I think they're quite high initiative as well, so they're probably going to be all over us quite quickly.
8, aren't they, I think, crawlers?
Something like that, isn't it? It's pretty high.
They can roll 6 to hit though.
Yeah, the hitting's not great.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Sorry, what was that?
If they're swarm,
They hit on a 6, yeah?
I'm just getting the card out, just getting all the details. So, remember everything's level 6 now.
I know.
So level 6 crawler, so endurance is 6. They still only have 1 attack which hits on a 6+, so that's pretty rubbish. They jump up to strength 4 now. They have health of 12. They've got a mind value of 1, so that's good for you.
Yeah. But they're animals, aren't they? They're not demons. Oh no, it's enemies, it's fine. You're getting that wrong.
yeah, the demon thing doesn't apply to you. That's only Liam.
I know.
Yeah.
It's because there is a card that it does apply, but I just keep forgetting.
Okay, so they're movement 8, initiative 8, so yeah, really high initiative. Do you want to roll 2 dice to see what their 2 perks are that they get?
Yeah. A 4 and a 2.
Okay, so 2, 4. So, 2, poison glands. If they do a swarm attack, it will now inflict 1 poison for every crawler after the first, dealing the attack and wounding their target. That could be really nasty. If they're still in high numbers. And the other one is a 4. They got frantic bite. Attacks ignored defense granted by equipment.
Jesus
That's not nice. That's not
Jack, you
nice.
get to first. What is it? 4 hits now?
I have got 4 hits, or I can drop an arrow storm for 7.
Arrow Storm gets my vote.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Mind you,
It's a 4x4 square, so I can only hit 4 of them at a time.
Yeah. Whereas if you,
No.
whereas actually you've got better stats. You can reach the end of that corridor. You can just start.
Oh no, I can hit the end of the corridor with arrow storm as well.
Yes, but if it's a 4x4 square, you're not going to be able to get all of them.
No, but I'm not going to get all of them if I just shoot them either.
that's true. What do you hit on if you just do a standard shot? Is it a 2+?
It's 2+ at range. If I do an arrow storm, it's 3+.
Is it worth
I
doing?
think you should hit guarantee 4.
It's kind of what I'm inclined to think the same. I mean, they're 12 health. Can you one-shot those pretty easily, or is that a bit of an ask?
It's a bit of an ask now because I've still got a bog standard bow. My maximum damage is 22.
Just for information, guys, I've switched over to the ornate sensor because I think it's better than the other one I was using. The ornate sensor means anyone standing adjacent to me gets +1 to their damage.
Right.
That's nice.
So
No.
I think you step forward then, Jack, and get +1 to your damage. The max you need to do is 23.
I think I'm going to, yes. So, can you move me? It doesn't give you guys any tumbling room, but they're going to swarm around you anyway. But to be honest, it probably helps you out if Vicky and I bunch up behind you. It limits how many can swarm any of us.
Yeah, good shout.
So, can you put me behind Dave? So, diagonally attached to Liam.
Yeah, so you're now behind Dave.
First things first, I'm going to send in the trouser snake, which hits on 3+.
Which one are you going for with this?
It's got, yeah, might as well.
Or is it worth doing your bow first and using that to mop up?
Oh, can do. Okay, let's go for a bow for the one at the very back then.
Okay.
That's a hit, unsurprisingly, on a 2+. So 2d6 plus 10. What do we have there? We have 17.
It's got 1 health left.
Well, maybe Trouser can get it later.
Can't reach it.
Balls.
Shall I shoot it again or move on?
Move on.
Excellent.
Okay, next one up.
Oh, did you factor in my +1 damage?
No, I didn't.
Then it's dead. Go sensor.
Okay, so next one hit only just on a 2. So with Liam's sensor, 2d6 plus 11. We've got 12. What is that? That's a 4. 16.
It's got 2 life left.
2 left, okay.
Shoot it again or move on?
Move on.
I can move on.
Move on. Next one up. That's a crit. It's dead.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Finish off that wounded one or take a punt?
I think you
What's
should take
both?
1, personally.
Alright. Punt it is. That's a hit. 2d6 plus 11. 20.
It's dead.
Nice. One shot.
So, where would you like the trouser snake?
1 at the front.
Yeah, can do. Trouser snake has hit. His damage isn't quite so good though, I fear. Got the 11 damage.
So 5 wounds.
That's not bad.
Yep.
Okay, 5. I've started using the white dice now. I think it's a bit easier for wound marking.
Well, we can see what wounds it's got then.
Yeah, it's a bit better, isn't it?
Wound tokens just look like ones on the screen.
Yeah, and they're actually a real faff to use as well because there's so many of them. Okay, cool. So that's pretty decent.
Remember, you use the dice the opposite way round. One at the back you've done wounds remaining, and the one at the front you've done wounds taken.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, good point. So that's taken 5 wounds, hasn't it? So it was got 7 left, is it? So let's do that. There you go. Okay, so they're going to go next, I think, aren't they? Initiative 8. So I'm going to roll behaviour, and they've got a 1. So what are they doing? Each crawler without a target moves towards the nearest accursed with the least amount of armour. So that's probably Dave. And targets them. Each attacks their target with bite. So it's not a swarm attack, which is good. So you're not going to get poisoned. But they do have frantic, so bite attacks, ignore defense are granted by equipment. So it's probably the best person it could attack.
You moving them all at once, or are you doing them one at a time?
I probably should do them one at a time, actually, to be fair. So the one next to me won't move. One's moved adjacent to Dave, so those 2 will attack Dave, and the final 2 are going to go for other targets in a bit. So Dave, you ready?
When it says it ignores defence, does that include evasion?
No, it just says ignore defence granted by... Oh, yes, it would actually. Ignore defence granted by equipment. It doesn't specifically say armour or evasion. So defence probably does mean both. Ugh. But the bite is only 1d6 damage, but it is going to be plus their strength of 4. So it's 1d6 plus 4.
It hits on a 6+.
Yeah.
It only has 1.
So, okay, first one has missed, rolled a 1. And the next one has missed, rolled a 2. So we've got 2 more. I suppose one's going to end up behind me, between me and Vicky. So, Vicky, do you want me to take the hit?
Yes, please.
There's a 1, it's missed, awesome. And the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is probably going to end up next to Jack. So Jack or Vicky, who wants to take it?
That'll be me.
Okay. It's a 4, so again, it's missed. So you've got away with that.
As much as I don't like them, I don't actually mind the crawlers, purely for the fact that it's so difficult for them to actually hit us.
Yeah, it's only really a problem if they roll their swarm attack. But then they only get that on a behaviour roll of 5 or 6.
They rolled well then.
It's pretty good. So, Dave? What are you up to?
Well, I'm just going to...
Pain.
Thank you. I'll attack the wounded one in front of me. In front of you.
Remember, Dave, you got +1 damage from my sensor as well, on top of Vicky's stuff.
Oh, 3 damage too. Okay, so hit that guy. It's a crit. Well, he's dead.
Nice.
It's not a demon, so that's 22 wounds. I've nearly killed it twice.
So is that on the next one? Was that your second attack, or is
That was the first one.
Okay, cool. Are you doing a second attack?
Yeah. That's a hit.
Which one are you going for? The one in front of you, or the one next to Vicky?
I killed the wounded one, and I'm going for the other one now.
Well, you've got one next to Vicky, and you've got one in front of you.
Well, I've got a third attack I could go on. I'll go on the one in front of me to start with.
Okay.
Right, so I've got 2d6 plus 10. So whatever I roll, it's dying because it's only got 12 wounds. 6, 7, 16 wounds.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
gone. And then if you want to, you could do a third attack behind you and hit the one in front of Vicky.
I'll spend the Fury to hit the one next to Vicky.
So that's back here.
That's the hit. 3 for 3, I think. 16 wounds again.
Okay, that's gone. Nice.
There you go. Backed up 3 of them and I got 12 Fury still.
Okay, well, I think Vicky's next now. I'm kind of...
You're a tail end Charlie now.
Yeah, I'm all back of the bus.
Yeah.
What do with it though? Because I'm currently holding my javelin. Unless I can switch my hand items around.
Vicky, you could use your spell to move it away.
What's that?
You could use your spell to move it away.
Good. I can move it to. Well, I want to move it next to yourself, won't I? Is it next to you currently? It's not, is it?
No, it's next to Jack at the moment.
Well, I move it forward so it's in between me, you, and Jack. Then you've got to move to hit it.
That's true, but you...
Just move it the way one and throw your javelin at it.
Well, if I roll 3 dice to move it 3 in front of Liam.
Yeah.
Well, I've probably got a better chance of killing it because I have 3 attacks basic and that's before I do anything else. Oh, incidentally, I completely forgot to do my miracle draw. So, I don't even know what miracles I have.
Good to know.
So, I'll do that now. Because it might influence your... Well, actually, it won't make any difference. I'm still going to get 3 attacks on it, Vicky. So, if you do want to move it, it'll be useful.
Well, I've got 6 magics. So I can manipulate. There's no point healing anyone.
Well, you could Screaming Siren it.
Not really any point.
Okay, so you guys may not have seen this before, so I might as well. Once Vicky's done her stuff, I'll run you through how the miracles work.
But I'll imbue Dave's pain again. Okay. Yeah, Dave, you're imbued with 2 pain.
Thank you.
Am I then moving this thing? Might as well move this thing in front of you, Liam.
Cool.
Which I do successfully, so it moves 3.
Okay, nice one.
Yeah.
Do you want it directly in front of me, or do you want it between me and you? Actually, if
No,
you
just in front of you, so I can now use my javelin.
got you, yep.
I've got 2 ranged hits. Oh, I just critted it.
It's probably dead then.
It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, because your javelin's modified now, isn't it? Kicks out a lot of damage.
It's demons, and that's an animal.
Ah, right, okay.
But even still.
Nice. Okay, so that was 7, wasn't it? So 7 crawlers. Soul count wise, they are worth 6 souls each.
42.
4-way split.
10.5
2
each.
get 10, 2 get 11.
Well, I'll take 10. So that
No.
takes.
11 then, because you're already 1 behind us.
Okay, so I'm on 23 now. Who else is taking 11?
I'll take 10.
I'll take 10.
Okay, Dave's taking 11. So Dave is on 24 souls, I think. Vicky,
23.
Vicky is on 23. So is Jack.
Yep.
And the laptop is on life
Like,
support.
got an over-enthusiastic cat in your loft.
It's a real pain because it's a Surface Pro. It's a completely sealed unit. So swapping the fan out is going to be almost impossible. So what I need to do is get Skype running on my phone, which isn't a problem, but I need to get the phone running with the sound core because otherwise your voices are quite quiet and they don't pick up on the mic that feeds into Twitch very well.
Yeah.
So that's my homework, try and figure that out. So miracle wise, Oh, hang on. We get I think we get a loot card for them as well. It's a standard loot card for killing those. So we have a pair of old shoes plus 1 evasion.
Drop.
How much does it sell for? Probably not a lot.
5.
Yeah, it's not even worth it, is it?
You don't need any more shoes.
Old shoes of disappointment, they're getting dropped. So, miracle wise, you, in case anyone ever plays as an Accursed in the future, you have defensive, healing, and offensive miracles, and you shuffle each stack basically, and by default, you get to take 1 from each pile. But there are like different skill cards you can take along the way which kind of modify that. So I took, so I'm going to take the top each one. I took a skill card which lets me take an extra healing one because I think that's worth doing. And I also took the tattoo I got. Lets me take an extra one as well, I believe. Yeah, gain an extra miracle. So, what do you guys want me to go for? Another healing one or another defensive or offensive? Offensive can be
I've
quite
already
cool.
got 2 healing ones, so maybe an offensive one. You might get the Nuki Railgun thing.
Might do. I also took a skill. It means that the healing ones cost me 1 less to pull off because I figured that was quite useful.
You've already got 2 healing ones. I don't think you need another one.
Okay, so go for an offensive one, if you guys agree.
Yep.
Okay, so that's my draw. See what we get. So offensive wise, Bolt of Justice. That's the railgun basically.
Yay!
Blessed attacks. I like this one as well because it only costs 3. It gives me an extra attack and I get to hit on +1 to hit. So that's really cool. Cheap and cheerful.
Damage.
Healing wise, these are the ones that count. Life's Embrace. Heal every accursed on the same map tile as you by 1d6 plus charisma.
Nice.
That's really good.
That's really good.
Because my charisma's 6. And Retribution.
Crap, don't need that. We've got Liam.
Retribution.
Not to self-harm.
Sorry?
So just when I've learnt not to self-harm, I'm going for my healing.
Yeah, you're too late to the party. I got Retribution. Never had this one. Apply this to a demon in line of sight. If the demon dies before the start of your next turn, it will heal all accursed in line of sight by 1d6. Roll separately.
We like that one.
That's quite cool. And we've got Faith Armour. It's another cheap and cheerful. So cast on yourself or on
That's
a
really
curse.
good, actually, because you could cast that on like something quite big and then have me and Jack go whale on it. And
Yeah.
then it doesn't say that you have to kill it.
Yeah, which is quite good because that other one I had last game, the Forbidden Word, that was kind of me specifically having to do damage.
Yeah, but that one doesn't. And me and Jack can just go whale on things which you target.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And
The turn starts.
defensively, this one's quite good as well. Faith Armour. Cast on yourself or on a cursed in line of sight. Ignore up to 4 wounds suffered. After the 4 wounds have been ignored, you will return to suffer regular wounds. So it's a shield, a 4-point life shield.
Nice.
So given who ended the combat? Vicky ended it, and I haven't actually been yet. So given that I've got lots of faith at the moment, does anyone want a faith shield?
You can do. And, me and you are going to get up in the fray more, I should think.
I was going to say, if anyone needs it this turn, probably give it to Dave with the fact that he's probably going to be at the front of anything.
Okay, so if I spend... it costs 5, but my Saint's Vitarius, all of your miracles with a faith point cost of 4 or more have their cost reduced by 1. So if I spend 2 faith, you've now got a 4-point faith shield, Dave.
Nice.
I'm guessing just lasts until he's taken 4 damage, yeah?
Yeah, it just says ignore up to 4 wounds suffered. After the 4 wounds have been ignored, you will return to suffer wounds as normal. Only 1 faith armor can affect each character, so I can actually just stack these up.
Okay.
I can only cast 1 a turn though, so maybe in subsequent rounds, if it's a bit quiet, I might put some more faith shields up.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool, okay, so I've got my movement and stuff. Do you want me to run down and open the door, or be a bit more cautious?
Go open the door.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then for my second phase, I'll go 1, 2, 3, and then open the door. Darkness roll.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Actually, I'm going to drop back 1 just for tumbling options in case we get ambushed or anything.
I rolled a 3.
Okay, cool. So, who... Oh, it's exploration first, isn't it? Let's get rid of the creepy crawlers. They are dead. So, exploration... Oh, well, this is interesting. In fact, this is bad. This is really bad.
What, the hallway?
Yeah, we've got the worst possible room really early on.
We've got the room with the cultist food in it, haven't we?
Yeah, so this was the problem with having the intersection, because it means we've got the cultist gunning for us really early on.
And it doesn't matter how many times we kill it now, it's going to keep re-healing itself until get it on that bridge.
Yeah.
And
And
also the only one to keep exploring whilst he's around.
yeah, so it's not great, is it?
Well, we're all back here. You just need to pelt it after it again.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I mean, I can leg it back.
that card this end will be the Necrostream because the hallway would have been underneath it.
Sorry, what's that, Vicky?
I said it's very unlikely that the Necrostream is going to be the card underneath the hallway because the hallway would have been lower in the deck than the Necrostream.
It shouldn't be, but I will double check in case I've done something weird, because there are no exits from this hallway, so if for some weird reason that was the Necrostream, it'd be impossible to complete this dungeon. So I'm going to check, and it's not. So I have done it right, which is good. I'm going to put the cards down here.
Right.
So I'm just going to read the rules quickly, because I can't remember them all off the top of my head.
Basically, we need to run away and search all the other rooms incredibly quickly.
Yeah, we're going to do this really quick.
So if we go north,
well, it says upon entering the hall quest room, spawn boss encounter 004 is prepared. So it might not just be the Cultist Overlord on his own, and you just need to see what that encounter is.
Everything's not entered it yet.
Sorry?
Entering it.
Yeah, we've just explored. So did I move the darkness wheel? I don't think I did.
you didn't.
And from memory, it doesn't actually move on a quest room.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, so 1
Yeah.
Cultist Overlord, 6 Grim Cultists, and 1d6 Deviants. There's actually quite a lot in here.
Well, we can kill the other things, we just can't kill the Overlord. And there's no point wasting our time on it because it'll just heal itself.
Yeah. I'm just going to get him out,
So,
get him out boss back.
there is always, we could play tactically. So it's only if we kill it that it fully re-heals itself. Oh. By the
You
time-
can leave it on a couple of weeks.
Oh.
Probably would make sense to leave it on a couple of rounds. you guys want to do?
Well, I'm tempted to say, shall we go north?
Why not?
Well, because if I hang back, they're going to chase Liam out of the room.
Yeah.
Whoever's in there. I can get pot shots going while we line up to get into another room.
Yeah, I think the only thing we have to bear in mind is because we are technically in combat, we now have to go in initiative order,
Mm-hmm.
even though we're still exploring.
However, because you're a better initiative than me now, Vicky, that works out quite well because it does mean that you can always pull me out of combat.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Okay, so there's going to be 6 of these. I'm just trying to work out their stats. Do you want to roll a d6 to see how many deviants there are?
Yeah. Was it 1d6?
Yes.
2.
2. Okay, that's good. Right, I just need to get an array of cards here so I can work out what's going on and give you guys the stats as well. So we've got Deviants, Grim Cultists, Cultist Overlord. So I start with the Cultist Overlord? He is melee. He's initiative 5, so he will go at the back. In fact, they're all melee. So he's initiative 5. His movement is 5, so he's actually really slow. His endurance is 11. He's got 3 attacks. He hits on a 3+, and wow, his strength is 8. So that's not looking good. Do you want to roll 2 dice someone for his perks?
Want me to do it again?
Yeah, go on.
Yep.
A 1 and a 2.
Do you want to re-roll the 2?
A 5.
So 1 means he's got Mark of Evil. Behaviour 1 deals 2 wounds instead of heals 2. Okay, we'll look at that later. And 5 to 6, Soul Steal. If the darkness roll is a 1 and the attack scythe scores a critical hit, the victim immediately dies unless they tumble.
Wow.
Yes. And health wise, he's got 110 health.
Jesus.
He is an overlord, it wasn't going to come easy.
No. And his mind value, Vicky, for what it's worth, is 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost not worth bothering.
So that's the cultist. I'm just going to write Overlord on this actually. So Overlord, he is a bit of a beast.
Yeah, it's almost not worth me bothering. I'd have to roll at least an 8 for it to even do 1 wound.
Okay, so the cultists are initiative 6, movement 5. These ones, do you remember their stats change depending on how many there are?
Which ones?
The regular cultists.
Oh yeah.
So that they do have an endurance of 8. They've got attack of 2, hit on a 3+, and their strength is 7 asterisk, and their health is 14 asterisk. And their mind value is 4 asterisk. Do you want to roll 2 dice for perks?
Yeah. and a 4.
So 1, they're immune to poison, and 4, between worlds. Can move through blocked squares. All attacks against the cultists suffer -1 to hit.
Crap.
Yeah, mega crap. Okay.
Well, there goes my arrows plan.
Yeah, that's a pain. So they're going to be stacked up here, I think, because they're next in the initiative order. So they're like that. And then the deviants, we kind of know what they're like. They're pretty hard hitting. So initiative 6. They have a movement of 4. So all quite slow, this lot. They have an endurance of 7. They have 2 attacks. They hit on a 3+. Their strength is 7. Do you want to roll for 2 perks again, Vicky?
Yeah.
Health is 21 now, by the way, on deviants.
6 and a 2.
6 and a 2. Mind value's 2. So perks 6, 2. So they've got thick chains. They've got +3 endurance.
Yeah.
So actually their endurance is now 10. And they've got third body, so they get an extra melee attack. That's rubbish. So their attack is now 3.
There's only 2.
Sorry?
At least there's only 2 of them.
Yeah, that's true. So that's what we've got. It's not particularly pleasant. Jack is first.
Not a lot I can do apart from, can you move me north by 2 squares?
Yeah. Is that your kill box?
Well, I'm going to sit there and wait for anything to poke its head out.
What's your range, Jack?
My range, 12.
You can go further back if you want to.
Just kind of trying to give everyone as much option of movement as they want.
Okay.
I would probably
Sorry, Vicky?
I would probably move like 1 more north if he's happy to go so.
Yeah, that's fine. Put me up 1 more.
Okay, 1 more. Is there anything else you can do, Jack, or is that literally it?
That's all I can do other than comment that your laptop is now sounding like a duck using a vibrator.
And you know what a duck using a vibrator sounds like?
You get very bored in the West Country.
Okay.
Not that bored, I don't think.
Okay.
Oh, grim. Oh, I didn't put the deviants down. They will go here. Okay, so who's next? Is it Dave?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't actually get there. Right then.
I think you should run north and open the door.
Okay.
Do we want to open the door if they're going to charge after us?
We're onto a grey neck, so I think it's worth doing.
Fair enough. If it's on the grey, then why not?
Positive?
Okay. We're leaving you to your fate, apparently.
And the reason it's a
Why
bit.
are you moving back towards us?
True, yeah.
It's a bit of a pain because there's a.
kind of attack when they come in, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be better rather than having to fight around that little corner. If we can draw them into that corridor, one, it's narrower, so they can't all kind of attack us, but it also gives us some distance to be able to hit them from range.
True.
Okay, is that the plan?
I think
Yeah.
so.
And it also buys us a turn because they've got to get round that corner as well.
Okay, just be prepared for the fact that we'll go grey when we open that door. If at any point we roll a 1, it will go red. But at the same time, if we don't open this door, these guys are only moving like 4 a turn. It's going to be a few turns before they come round as well.
Yeah.
don't think there's a right answer here.
Well, the Overlord can't move anywhere anyway because he's penned in.
Well, I'm tempted to say,
Yeah, he goes
if
last.
we don't worry about the door and we just get Dave in position, with Vicky and I hiding at the back. So you could always put Dave just in front of me, then Vicky, when she gets to her movement stage, could move northeast of me and open the door if needed.
I might be wrong here, but I get the impression that Vicky's thinking, what, get to explore quickly in case we find a Necrostream. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah, partly because once we've found the room, it puts us in a better position to kind of plan how we want to do this fight. If we're doing this fight and we're limited in space to move, we may not ever find the Necrostream. Because we're not going to be able to open doors all the time. We're literally in the thick of a fight.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. If we stack up with you and I at the back by the door and Dave ready to back up Liam, with you opening the door and the exploration going on, if they do catch up to us from that side, at least we're not going to be surrounded front and back if we do roll a 1.
No, but the difference is Dave hasn't got a ranged attack currently. So it'd make more sense to be opening the doors.
I will probably struggle to hold the front line on my own.
That's what I'm thinking. Is it gives Liam a bit of a... That also means Dave can actually do some damage to those bloody deviants.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is currently, this turn and probably next turn, we don't need a front line.
This is true, but if we do get ambushed at any point and we're spread out, if we're not all together, some of us could get cut off real quick.
Yeah, and quite frankly, Vicky, if you and I are cut off by that lot behind us because Liam and Dave have headed off, neither of us can take that.
We'd have a Dave. The only person currently in danger of being cut off is Liam.
He's our healer.
Wait, hi.
You're the strange one who sits in the corner and cuts yourself.
Yeah, you know what? I have no saucepans, no self-harming happening here.
I'm kind of in both camps because I get what Vicky's saying about the need to push on and crack on with opening these doors, but also at the same time, I do the thought of having 2 fights going on at the same time terrifies me, especially with the prospect of having a third on top, because if we get bogged down in 2 fights, we're going to have so much to deal with, and we're going to have that Cultist Overlord potentially wailing on us as well, because everything in that room is hideous, because the strength of those cultists right now is through the roof, because they've got huge buffs on them. And if anyone gets caught by that lot, because we go into a room, we end up with a fight, and it takes us 4 turns to chew through it, we're going to have this hacking away at our back, and I think that's going to be pretty nasty.
I'll go with whatever you wish to do, position-wise. I just think we're silly currently to run down that corridor.
Oh, I don't think we should run down that corridor at all. I just think we should be getting in position to let them come to us.
Well, shall we stack up by the door at the front end so they can't ambush behind us?
Roughly what I was thinking. That's what I mean. Vicky northeast of me and Dave in front of me.
Would it make sense for you to go back a bit further, Jack, and then we leave? So if you're hard against the door with Vicky, say, and there's a couple of spares in front of you for tumbling, and then me and Dave.
Yep, that'd work.
Or not?
I would have done.
Jack wouldn't be able to tumble any of the ranged attacks.
I don't think they have any.
They don't,
That's
but
cool.
in that corridor, you can't. None of us can tumble ranged attacks. Period. If people appear, not in very long corridors like that.
That's cool. Okay, move Jack against the door. Dave can just move back a couple because it's his go next.
Okay, so Jack, you're happy going back one, are you?
Yep, fine.
Okay, nothing else. Dave, are you happy to go back a few?
I'll just play bodyguard.
So if you were to go there, for example, 'cause that leaves a little gap, and then who? What's your initiative now, Vicky?
My initiative's 6, but the deviants and cultists go before me.
Okay.
Because they're monsters.
So deviants move 4. It doesn't. I don't think it matters what their behaviour is, but I roll it anyway. 6. Each deviant without target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks with restrain. Well, I don't think they can even get there because they move 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That one will follow up there. And we've also got the cultists. So rolling for their behaviour is a 6. Each cultist without a target moves towards the accursed with the most armour. Each attacks their target with vampiric touch. So they move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna start to overtake the deviants.
Are they able to run through the pillars?
Yeah, the pillars are actually in between the 4 squares. So
Right.
they're only really there to block line of sight on
They're
diagonals.
quite used for avoiding boulders as well.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, these could move diagonally there like that. I'm going to run. Oh no, in fact it's Vicky next, isn't it?
No. How far back can you run on your own?
I can run 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can get in front of Dave. It'd be nice if I could go one more.
If I moved you just 1,
Yeah.
that way I've got it to spend potentially doing something else. Because you don't need me to move more than anything else, do you?
No.
Okay, so you can move 1.
Thank you.
I'm going to imbue...
Yourself.
Huh?
Imbue yourself.
Bad shout.
I'm not going to be able to shoot anything because I'll go before they move. Ditto issue with Dave. The person who's going to be best placed for it is you.
Okay.
Oh, Vicky, is there any chance you could move me an extra square? Because just looking at the Cultist Overlord, he's got a ranged attack.
Oh, he has.
You can move another one.
Thank you. Just gets me out of line of sight.
Nobody needs healing. Yeah. Well, now I've got that. It's not necessary for this turn, but now I've got my little globe thing. It makes Fear of Hate a bit more viable again. With the characters up to 4 squares away, if I pull it off, I need to roll a 5 to pull it off. This deals 1d6 damage for each source dice used. I can now use 3 dice.
Yeah, makes it much better.
Means I can be rolling up to 18, so it's still not going to do a huge amount of wounds, but it makes it viable.
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Realistically, you could go up to 4. The only way you're going to get hurt is if you get 4 of a kind.
Yes, that makes me nervous.
Fair enough.
4 of a kind is like instant death territory.
Yeah, I've learnt.
You've gone muffled there, Vicky.
I'm muttering to myself, that's probably why. I'm going to roll 3 dice to try and imbue myself with 3 damage. I only just pulled that off. But yeah, I'm imbued with 3 pain, and that is me done.
Are you moving?
Oh yeah, I'll go to the door and open it.
You want to open the door?
Don't open it. Don't open it.
Don't open it. Okay, cool.
Why not? Because then we're going to have to wait a whole extra turn before we can open it.
Yeah, but then we could get ambushed behind the thing we were talking about earlier.
Yes, but by that point we're all going to be together. We're not going to be split up.
Oh, makes me nervous with so many hard-hitting guys down there.
Yeah, I honestly would say wait until we've taken out some of the mob.
But it's a grey next.
It is a
You can
grey.
still roll the 1 and push it on further.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a fear because the only game I've played so far where we all died in Darklight was where we did this exact manoeuvre with Ross and Becky, and it was actually my suggestion because I thought it would be safe because it, like in this scenario, it pushed onto a grey and then we just rolled a wretched 1 and then we ended up with two.
We just rolled a wretched 1, Liam. I think we rolled 3 ones in a row.
Well, admittedly, we had a quest room, and then, one of the rooms was a quest room, and then we had some nasties in the other room, which wasn't pleasant. Okay, well, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and I forgot to generate my faith this turn, so I would have got 2, and I think I'm actually going to put a faith shield on myself. So I'm going to spend 4 faith. Dave's got a faith shield. I've now got a faith shield as well.
Lovely.
That's it. So, we've got the Cultist Overlord. So, behaviour on him. In fact, he would have gone before me. Done that a bit wrong because he's initiative 5. So, if without a target, move towards nearest Accursed and deal scythe attack. So, by the way, his scythe attack is 3d6 damage plus 8.
Ooh, cool. And on a crit, it instantly kills you.
Unless you tumble.
Unless you tumble, which you would anyway. With that kind of damage.
Does it instantly kill you?
Yeah,
yes.
On his perk, it was an instant death on a 6 if you don't tumble.
Okay, that's not good.
Remember to keep at least 2 stamina when you're anywhere near that guy.
Yeah.
I remind me. I have an extra stamina now.
So do I, I've got 6.
Okay.
I've got 4.
I've got 4.
Okay, so who's doing a darkness roll? Is it still Vicky?
Yeah.
Roll away.
I rolled a 6.
Cool. Okay, so Jack, you're up.
I'm going to do bugger all.
Okay, Dave, you're up.
Not open the room.
I'm going to do bugger all.
Yeah. So it's then down to
Deviants and cultists.
yeah, that's right, isn't it? So the cultists are roll for their perk. They've got a 1. So grim cultists. Move towards the target, most wounded, and uses slash. So they have a move of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Liam,
Yeah.
it says they move towards the most wounded, but nobody's wounded.
Then they would just move towards us, I would have thought.
Okay.
We all share the pleasure of their company. And the deviants, again, I don't think this roll really matters, move towards and use assault, and they have a movement of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we have 3 oil flasks as well. Just saying.
That's good shout.
Vicky, I think you're next. Initiative 5. No, 6.
Yeah. I can't screaming siren them because they're not in the same room.
You'd also only hit the deviant. Oh no, it is everything. Yeah, ignore me.
Just playing devil's advocate. Given how good that spell is it worth holding back enough source so you can do it in the next turn in case it's a 1 or something? I know you've got that skill now where you can still channel source, but at the moment you're sitting on 6 source.
12 source, 8, 11 source even. I reread the card today. I can't actually, if I use any magic, I can't carry what's left over to the next turn.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's all or nothing?
Huh?
So it's all or nothing?
Yeah.
I thought it said unspent source.
No, it says you may choose not to channel to keep the source score from your previous round.
Yeah, so rather than channeling at the beginning of your turn on whatever the dark roll is, you just keep what was remaining. So you don't channel to cast the spells, you channel to create source at the beginning of your turn, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But to be honest, it doesn't matter anyway. I thought you took the skill that means you generate the equivalent of your mind value in source even on a 1.
No, you only generate. It's still good. You generate half, so it's equivalent of the dice roll being a 2 to 5. But at the moment, Vicky's sitting on 6. It's like, lovely.
11, in fact, because Vicky rolled a 6.
Because Vicky's got Sphere of Hate and she's got Screaming Siren, which she can really dish out.
It has to be within 4 of the creature.
Which they will be.
Right,
eventually.
So right now,
well, next turn they will be.
Yeah.
So right now you might as well just javelin them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll start with javelin them anyway. I have a range of 12, so.
Anyone in particular? You can get all of those.
Well, I'm tempted to do the deviants.
Okay. Well, let's poke that one up the bum.
So I've got two attacks. My damage is 2d6 plus 2, although they mitigate 10. No, let me do the cultists that are at the back.
Okay.
You won't get 2d6 damage on those guys.
Are they not demons?
They're humans.
Oh. Okay, well back to the deviants then. We'll just see what happens.
It's 2d6 plus 8 damage.
Yeah, I've got to hit it first. Which I did.
Cool.
I rolled a 10, so 18. 8 10. So I've done 8 wounds to it.
It might have almost been worth moving yourself next to me for that +1 damage.
That makes sense. Okay, I'll move forward 1. I'll use magic to move forward 1.
You can just move.
Yeah, I'll just move. Then I won't spend any magic this turn. I don't really need to. Okay, let's try hitting it again. I miss.
Okay.
Could you possibly... Could you possibly imbue me with pain?
Yeah.
Because if I do the arrow storm, I'm going to hit all of the cultists. If I stack it up sensibly. So with an extra 3 damage on there, that's 21 extra damage if I hit.
Okay. You have 3 extra damage.
Lovely.
Does anyone want moving?
No, thank you.
All good? Cool. That's me done then, which allows me to take 8 source through to the next round.
There's some merit to moving Jack, because if he's next, or Jack just moves in his turn, because if he's next to me, I get +1 damage on everything.
Liam, I can step forward. I've used no stamina.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Right, so Vicky's done. Then it's the Overlord. So He's 6 again, so he is. Oh, it says source. Oh, interesting. Source is removed from all accursed and cannot be channeled until the start of its next turn.
Oh,
Ouch.
my magic.
So yeah, let me just check that. Source is removed from all accursed and cannot be channeled until the start of its next turn.
I've got no magic next turn.
That's grim.
Just might get a spell that allows them to have magic all the time.
You run up against the one thing that stops it.
Yeah, that's just grim, isn't it? Okay, and it moves 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What a bastard. Dave, you still with us? Are you still with us, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, and then it's my go. I guess I'm not really doing anything unless. No, I'm not. I should have generated 2 faith at the start of the turn, actually.
Yep.
I don't think there's any point in me.
Funny.
Sorry?
You railgun things.
They're not demons.
Deviants are.
Bolt of Justice. Let's have a look. Trace an imaginary line from the centre of your square towards any direction until your line of sight is blocked. Any demon standing within the squares is hurt, basically. So I'm a demon hunter. There are very few demons here. It's a pain.
Possibly save the source for the healing.
Yeah, I reckon so. So I'm done. So darkness roll.
Damn it. 2.
Okay.
Can't generate any magic.
Jack. Nail him to the wall.
Right. Can you move me up next to you, please?
Done.
We'll do a quick thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can actually hit the front cultist with the snake.
Okay.
So I shall. It's a crit.
Yay! The snake's useful.
Go snake.
Yep. They're immune to poison, though, aren't they?
Oh, wow! Now you're asking. Grim cultists. What did we roll? 1 and 4. Yes, they are. Well remembered.
Bugger. Well, he's taking 18 damage. No poison, though.
Their endurance is 8.
10.
What's that?
Takes 10.
10 wounds. Okay.
Their health's currently 20, isn't it? Or is it 19?
Well, actually, it's worse because their health is
14.
is. Oh, I've written that down wrong. It should actually have been 12. So their health is 12, but they get +1 for every cultist after the first.
Yes.
Like 5.
So
So 17.
So it could really do with concentrating our fire on these and getting rid of some.
So if you hit the same one again, because it's got 7 wounds left.
Well, that's why I was going to drop the arrow storm just on the cultists. I could do it to hit everything there, but if I step my area of 4x4 up 1, I'm going to be hitting all of the cultists once and one of them twice.
Okay.
And I'll be hitting them on 4+, but I will be doing 2d6 plus 14.
Jack, are you not better concentrating fire, hitting on a 2+ and just...
I can if you want me to, but I'll only be doing 4 attacks as opposed to 7.
Yeah, but you're hitting on a 2, aren't you? Otherwise you're hitting on 50-50.
No, I'll be hitting on 3 because of their other perk.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Just, can you change your dice? He did 10 wounds, which means it's got 7 health left.
You did 10 wounds. Okay. There you go.
I don't know whether you're counting up or down.
Well, I can count down. So he's got, how many left did you say?
7.
Okay, I'll count down. I don't know, what's the better odds then? What's the maths on that? Is it better to have 6 attacks and hit on a 4, or 4 attacks and hit on a 3?
Well, it's 7 attacks as opposed to 4.
Okay,
That's my thinking.
go for it.
I
mean,
reckon
I could-
Arrow Storm. The difference is you're not going to take any of them out with one shot.
No.
That is true, and it's actually useful to get rid of these guys.
Yeah, I think it's actually make sure you're clearing them out because they're going to take at least 2 shots each.
What, an Arrow Storm? No,
Yeah.
they'll take 1 each, and 1 will take 2.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
to kill them.
It's going to take at least 2 hits, I'd have thought.
Well, not necessarily. Their endurance is 8 and their health is 17, so what, 25?
Yeah.
2d6 plus 14 damage.
It's that kind of high risk, high reward, isn't it? But then you could get greedy here and actually not do anything, and they could all be standing there still.
Fine, I'll just shoot them.
Actually, to be fair, I've got my javelin to go next before they. Oh no, they go before I do. Okay, do that.
It's a tough call. Your decision, Jack.
I'm leaving it open to party. Well, to be honest, I've got 2 of you arguing with me, so I'm going to go with normal shot.
Okay.
Just vote on that one. So, do you want me to shoot the wounded one first, I assume?
Let's
Yeah.
ask Dave. He's very quiet. Has Dave died?
No, I'm here.
Dave's here. What do you reckon,
Yeah,
Dave?
shoot the wounded one first. Because every thing you take out, their health gets weaker.
Right, shooting the wounded one. It's a hit on a 5. So 2d6 plus 14. So 19, 21.
It's dead.
Cool.
Irrelevant for this turn, but you've remembered Liam's sensor, haven't you?
Yes. That's why it's 14. You've given me 3, he's given me 1. And
Cool.
my other adds 3 for the bow, 7 for my perception, 14 plus.
Nice.
Alright.
So, next one, I'll take the other one up front.
Yeah.
That's hit on a 4. Damage. Got here 14, 18, 21.
So he has 16 health, 21. So he's got 3 life left.
Okay. I'll shoot him again then. That's a crit.
He's dead.
Nice.
And 1 more. So,
Got 15 health now.
that's a 3, which at that range does hit. We've got 14, 19, 22.
Like 8 is.
14.
It's got 1 life left.
Oh.
Cultist. 14. Yeah, it does, bugger.
But you've got Trouser Snake, haven't you?
No.
Used it. Let's go.
Oh, rubbish. Well, no, it wasn't rubbish. Did well. It's just a shame he's left on 1. Unless Dave's going to do a kamikaze, but it does split Dave from the pack unless Vicky can drag him back quickly.
Come on, Dave, Leroy Jenkins it.
That's why.
What are you up to, Dave? You have got a faith shield as well.
And I've got plenty of stamina, so I can just tumble away again.
I reckon it's worth a try because I can use my magic to drag you 3 back. Oh no, I can't. I have no magic this turn.
Ooh.
Scrap that.
Ooh. Oh, Dave, you've got leap anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll spend 1 stamina to leap in.
And you smash him over the head.
Yeah,
And if you need to get out, you can just leap out, can't you?
I can only do that once per turn.
Yeah, but I mean, if for some weird reason it's, you know, we get ambushed or whatever, it's not like you're stuck, are you?
Next turn I could leap away, yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
What charge you hit, leap away.
Yeah.
I've got the skill, I'm going to use it.
Yeah. So, are you doing a flying headbutt?
It's my movement plus 1d3, so that's 8 squares I could go, ignoring threat. I'll just go up in front of them.
Okay. So, that's Dave falls short. There you go, Dave. Where would you like to go?
Just in front of them. Either square, it doesn't really matter. Just straight forward.
Okay, you hitting the wounded one or the one on full health?
I'll go for the wounded one first, because then I can make it easier to hit the other one.
Okay, he's only got 1 life left, that guy.
Oh, right. In that case, I'll hit the other one. Come on, plus 1 damage with the first attack.
Yep.
The other one be 15 health.
I ignore his endurance, so that's not
Which means
good.
actually, to be fair, if Dave takes out the other one, you automatically kill the one with 1 health left because its health drops.
That's true. I'll hit the other one, the unwounded one. Right, first attack.
It wouldn't kill it, Vicky. It would drop its upper limit.
Which means
Right, I've hit with my first attack.
Yeah.
So it's not a demon, so it's 2d6 plus 8 because I'm on plus 1 damage for this attack.
Nice.
It's got 15 wounds, you say?
yeah.
Yep.
Not anymore because it's exactly 15.
Lovely.
Nice.
So I one-shotted him.
How much damage did you do?
Exactly 15, and I ignore his endurance. So
Oh, you perfect. So, Liam, would that other one not die? Because it now only has 14 health, and we've done 14 health to it.
Yeah, but their upper limit gets increased, so it doesn't adjust their current value. So it wouldn't kill it. It just lowers the upper limit. It's a bit like when we suffer severe wounds. Every severe wound we suffer on a journey reduces the upper limit of our health bar, but it has no bearing on what the health currently is.
Yeah, what it means is that one there is on 1 out of 14 rather than 1 out of 15.
There we go. I should have just said that.
Just frustrating.
It is frustrating.
Right, I'm going to hit the wounded one. It's the only other one I can attack. I missed him. I'll Fury to hit him again. And I've hit him, so if he's dead, whatever I roll, he dies.
Nice.
Especially when I roll 12 wounds to him.
Splattered.
That puts me back up to full Fury again. And I'm going to spend 3 of those to regenerate that stamina I just used to leap.
It strikes me, it's just dawned on me actually, with Vicky's ability to move things and with Dave's leap, we actually have some viable tactics to keep that cultist overlord at bay.
Yep.
I leap and smash him up a bit, and then John and Vicky pulls me out.
Yeah, and also if I just dose up people with face shields, in case he gets a lucky hit off.
Oh, you know what? I said in the message earlier, if I pick Smash as my next skill, I could potentially go in with plus 8 damage on an attack.
Yeah, that's massive.
It's freaking hilarious.
That's massive. Okay, cool. Anything else, Dave, or are you done?
No, I'm done.
Okay, so who is next?
They are.
Cultists, so let's roll for them. 3. So they are, each cultist without a target moves towards the nearest accursed and targets them. Each attacks their target with slash. So first one's coming up. Gonna do slash. It's 2d6 damage, and they're adding their strength of, it's 7 plus 1 now, so it's going to be 8. So 2d6 plus 8.
Ooh.
Oh, Dave, remember they've got between worlds, it's -1 to hit those guys. Did you factor that in when striking them?
No, I didn't, but I didn't roll any 3s, so it was fine.
Okay, that's cool. I forgot to do it with Jack, but it's a bit too late to go back on that one.
No, I counted mine, mate.
Oh, you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah, anything hitting 3 or above.
Nice. So they are doing 2 attacks, I think. Yeah, 2 attacks hitting on 3+. So ready, Dave?
Yeah.
So first one has hit you. What do you want to do?
2d6 plus 8.
Yeah.
Not bad. Tumble. Not a lot.
Are you sure you want to tumble? Because you've got another guy who's going to do the same thing in a minute.
I can tumble again. I've still got 2 stamina. I'll still have 2 stamina left after that.
Okay. So Dave's tumbling.
Through if you do that.
Sorry?
You're letting the deviants through if you do that. I think you'd be better to evade this first one so that the other one only moves forward 1 space. That way the deviants can't get to you.
So what, tumble the next one?
Yeah, evade this one. Tumble the next creature.
They've got 2 attacks each.
I know. So evade both of these and tumble the next guy. Because otherwise you're letting the deviants through.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Alright. Yeah, okay, I'll try evading this one then.
Okay, so damage wise then, so 2d6 plus 8, 5, 6, 7 plus the 8, is that 15?
I take 1 wound.
No, you don't, because of Liam's shield.
That's the point, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have 3 faithful things left.
Awesome, so next attack is a miss, it's a 1, so that's good. And so the next cultist will move up, rolls to attack you, gets a 4, that does hit.
I'll evade again.
So 5, 6, 7, 8 plus the 7, no, plus 8, 16.
Take 2 of my faith shields off, so I've got 1 left.
And then the last attack is a miss.
Brilliant.
But the advantage of doing it that way, Dave, is now the deviants can't get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So,
Will that make a difference?
Vicky, are you gonna poke them?
Yeah. Their behaviour have made any difference to what they can do?
Good point, actually. Was it to? Probably not. No, it doesn't. They just move forward and use assault.
Awesome. So I've got no magic. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's definitely a space. I will hit a deviant. Did I not wound one of the deviants?
No, none of them are wounded at the moment.
I'm sure I wounded one of them.
I thought you did as well, actually. You threw the javelin at it last turn.
Yeah.
I have no dice down.
What, the first attack hit, the second attack missed. It was the one on the back, my left, as I'm looking at the screen.
You did 10 wounds to it, because you rolled 18. It's got an endurance of... Oh, you did 8 wounds, sorry.
Yeah.
It's got 13 remaining.
So, what? This bottom left one?
Yes.
Okay, so how many wounds has it got left?
13.
I must have gone to sleep at that point then. Okay.
Cool. Well, I'll roll to hit that again. Oh. That's also top. And that crits. So,
So,
demons. Six. Huh?
17.
7 wounds to him.
Yeah, it's 17. Take 8. Well, I've done 11 wounds, so he's got 2 left. Is that right?
If you've done 17, you've done 7 wounds. It's got an endurance of 10.
Oh, yeah.
It's got 6 left.
How many?
6.
6.
Cool. Okay, well, I've hit it. 7 plus
5. 12.
12. Which one says I've added 2 wounds to it?
Yep.
Okay, so that's down to 4.
That's hard. And I've got no magic, so that's it.
Yeah, that endurance 10 sucks. I know Dave's not particularly interested, but for the rest of us, it's hard work. Okay, any other tricks, Vicky? Are you planning to move anyone or?
No magic.
Oh, of course, yeah. Stupid Overlord. So it's me then. What do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to just hold my position or?
I'm tempted to say yes, but could you possibly put another bubble on Dave?
Yeah. Did I generate faith at the beginning of the turn? I've forgotten again.
No.
Okay.
Well, in which case I will spend, so I get 2 and I'll spend, I think it was 4 because I got a 1 point reduction to give you, oh hang on, only one faith armour can affect each character. I can't do that because they've still got a point left.
I think I can't just like swap one for the other. Just have
No.
a full one instead for one or
No.
one wound.
You've got a faith armour and I can't cancel it, so until it's gone I can't put another one on you.
Right, okay.
Sorry dude, I mean I can't even run down there and smack stuff up because I can't move quickly enough. I can cheer.
Why'd you give up those boots?
Well, because I kind of had to, because it was only worth taking Jack's armour if I took the set, so I have to give up those cool boots. Don't think there's much I can do. I mean, I could rail gun the deviants, but it's a lot of sauce just to hit 1. Sorry, a lot of faith. I don't think it's worth it.
Is it worth you moving forward by 2? So if Dave does want to move back, you kind of bottleneck them before they get to the crossroads and can spread out.
That's an interesting point. No, in fact, they're going to get bottlenecked anyway, because as soon as they move to the only square at the moment that they can move to without getting bottlenecked is the one I've just put the rubber on because of my threat range.
Yeah, fair point.
What about retribution? Apply this to a demon line of sight. If this demon dies before the start of your next turn, it will heal all accursed in line of sight by 1. We don't need healing though, do we? So I don't think there's anything I can do.
Not at this point.
That's fine. So Cultist Overlord.
Sorry, just quickly. When you worked out my damage, did you include the 3 things that I'd imbued by pain?
You didn't imbue yourself by pain this round, you imbued me.
Oh yeah.
What sucks even more is that I just rolled 6 for the Cultist Overlord's behaviour.
Hang on. 2 seconds, Liam.
Hmm.
I didn't add in the extra damage you got from Liam though, so that deviant has taken another 2 wounds.
Okay.
That's good. Where do I get the extra? Where do you get all that from? Oh yeah, my perception spray. Yeah, he's right. That's right.
Yeah, unfortunately I just rolled a 6 for the Cultist Overlord's behaviour.
I still have no magic. No screaming siren for you guys.
No, that's rubbish.
Can I just go back on one thing quickly, Liam? This stream is recorded, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. I've just got a record of the last thing Vicky said then. I think that might be my
every time in your life you'll hear it. So.
Yeah.
Today?
Well, the sound quality's a bit dodgy.
I don't think you'll stand up in a court of law.
Moving on. So the
No trait awarded.
Cultist Overlord just moves up because that's all he can do, and he's just sucked the sauce out of everything. Bastard. So, darkness roll.
Okay. I rolled a 6, but I get no magics.
Gutting.
I know.
Can you, but Vicky, can you carry that score over to next turn?
No, because I haven't channeled any source.
Yeah. It's just rubbish, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. So, Jack, unleash hell.
Can I drop the arrow storm now? I'll just shoot them, shall I?
It's up to you. You're cool.
Them anyway, so it won't make any difference. You'll just hit better. Well, as long as there's 5 of them, isn't there? But
right, okay. So, would you like me to go for the cultists or the deviants?
I'm almost tempted to... Is there any merit to leaving the deviant for a bit? Purely because it's got a move of 4. Mind you, the Cultist Overlord only moves 4 as well. He's pretty slow, so...
Yeah, it's just a pity Vicky doesn't have any source, because Vicky could move him back by 3 every turn.
Yeah, that'd be really useful. Yeah.
I have a better attack against the deviants because of the demon thing.
Yeah, fair point. I shall shoot the cultist directly down from me then.
Okay.
Got 13 health. It's got 13 health.
Yeah. So, I am...
Before you do it, Jack, do you want to move forward 1 square so Trouser Snake's in range with +1 damage from me?
Oh, good point, yeah. Sticking forward and I'll send in the snake first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you would need to just move forwards 1 and then he's in range.
That's fine. So up I go, and it's a hit. How much of one is the question? So 3d6 plus 1. What we got here? 3, 4, so 7, 5, 12, 13.
8 for 5 wounds.
Okay, that's pretty good. So 5 wounds. Oh, we're doing wounds remaining now, aren't we? So
Taken 5. It's got 8 remaining.
He's got 8 remaining.
Yeah. So I'll shoot it.
Yep.
Hits on a 3. It's a hit. 2d6 plus 11. And 6, 17.
Which one are you hitting? The wounded one?
Yeah.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah. And then the last 12 wounds.
Yep, one in front of Dave. I shall shoot for second arrow. It's a hit. What we got here? 6, 11, nice, 22.
Ooh.
He's dead. What do you need?
Yeah, he is. And he needed 20, so he's dead.
Lovely.
2 arrows left. I shall shoot the unwounded deviant.
Is there any merit to actually lowering the life of the cultist Overlord and just getting him low because he is 110?
True, but he doesn't move very quickly, and if I take the deviants out, or at least get close to it, then Dave's avoiding potentially 6 attacks.
Okay.
It also means we can start exploring.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we can just run away from him.
Okay, yeah.
Killing him won't even slow him down, mate. So it is just going to be run away from him. And
Oh no, I wasn't thinking about killing him, just bringing his health down low so when the time comes we can off him quite quickly. But no, I get your point, that's cool.
We have to kill him on the bridge too. We can't kill him anywhere else in the room.
I know, that's why I'm just thinking of getting down low so when we do get him on the bridge we can just plink him really quickly.
Well, either way, I'm going to shoot at the unwounded deviant. This time I get to hit on 2+.
Nice. Funnily
enough, I've hit him with a 3, I might add. So 76, we've got 4, 8, 19 done to him. So 9 wounds.
9 wounds.
Puts
He's
him
got
on
12 left.
12. Hang on. I've lost the plot here. Deviants have, 21 health. So we're saying he's got 12 left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I shall shoot him again.
They're tough buggers.
Yep. I'll shoot the silly sol again. It's a hit. We've got 19.
Endurance of 10. 9 wounds.
9 wounds. So 3 left.
Little toe rag. Good shooting. So, anything else, Jack, or is it Hulk smash time?
That's me done. I'm just wondering with Dave, he could step up and smash them, but then he's got to worry about the Cultist Overlord. He could step back.
I would step.
I could leave that. I could just run. I'm not engaging them.
Or you could then leap away.
Move forward, hit them, and then leap back. Is that possible?
No, because you have to give up your movement to leap.
Right.
Well, I'd say run. Yeah, if he runs back and sits next to me or Liam, Vicky's got the javelin to try and take out at least one of them. They're not going to reach you if you move back, either next to me or Liam.
Yeah.
They've got a movement 5.
I think that's better because that keeps them and the Cultist Overlord away from me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll fall back. I can go 10 square. 10 squares. So, I only need to move once. So if I move 4 straight back and then diagonally backwards, so I'm next to Liam.
Okay, you don't want to stay in front of Jack.
Just playing devil's advocate here. Dave can actually reach the door and open it.
The one to the right hand side.
Could do. Well, it could do the one at the back, mate, to be fair.
Whichever one we want to go to.
Do you want to open the back one?
Whichever, I don't mind.
Jack wanted to go north, so let's go north.
Go north then.
I don't really care too much. It was just at that time it gave me the best line of fire, that was all.
Okay,
We'll go
well,
that way then.
shall we explore to the north then?
Yeah, okay. I went straight back and go and open that door then.
Okay. Dave's turned his back on the Overlord.
Yeah, if I get any chance of having magic, I've got to be in line of sight of that Overlord.
Yep.
Okie doke. So Dave's done his thing. So is it the Deviants next, isn't it? So they move. The behaviour doesn't matter. They just move forwards 4.
It's burn some fury to get another stamina back.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Right, I'd forgotten about it till now.
So the Deviants trundle forwards, and then Vicky, is it?
My turn, so.
Is it Vicky next?
Me next. I'm going to use the javelin, as I have no magic, and hit the one that's on 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hit. I've done 11 damage. That's irritating.
1 wound.
It's really
Hang on.
annoying.
You did 11?
Yeah, I only rolled a 5.
Wow. Okay.
Did you add on my sensor, Vicky?
Yeah. But
Okay.
he's down to 2 wounds. I'll hit him again. Or at least try to. I missed. I rolled a 3. I'm sure I need to roll with a 4. Hit. Yeah. I didn't swap my bow.
Okay.
Sorry guys, you get to still live.
Okay, so the Cultist Overlord is initiative 5, so who'll go next? Let's try not to get a 6. Bloody hell. It's a 6 again. No more sauce. 3 6s in a row, Jesus. Do you guys want...
From the behaviour rolls.
Yeah, I'm going to stop rolling it. I get 2 more faith, which I don't think I did. Do you guys want me to run up and kill those deviants? Because I'll...
Yeah, the cultist would also move forward 4, unfortunately.
Woody, what does it say on the behaviour?
Have a look. Yeah, then you deal behaviour 2 to 4. If without target, move towards nearest Accursed and deal scythe attack. So yeah, it'd move forwards 4.
So it's moved forward the other time.
Yeah.
Right, okay. In which case, Liam, I'd say don't go forwards. Because if Vicky has no source, you're fucked on the next go.
You sounded like that dude off of The Boys then.
I'll take it. Well, Billy Butcher.
You're fucked. Alright, you twat. I won't say the other word.
No.
Yeah, okay, you Poncy Fairy. What do you want me to do?
Such a good show.
It's great.
You've not got any ranged weapons, have you, Liam?
Well, I have the super rail gun, but it's a high cost just to spear one of them to the wall because they're not lined up.
Yeah, no, it's not worth it.
Well, at the moment, the thing is, at the moment though, is unless you guys leave the deviants alone, the Cultist Overlord is going to end up engaging me anyway, because he moves before me.
It's a fair point, and Vicky can't move
So,
you or next turn at all.
given I have a load of stamina, do I just go engage these guys, kill them, up my faith shield, and basically when it's my go, look to tumble away from the guy and leg it?
You've already got a faith shield on.
Yeah, that's true. So do I just play that tactic instead and try and hold him back?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
you're right.
Sorry,
at least
Dave.
then you can tumble away from him.
I mean, that only really falls down if we get ambushed and suddenly I can't tumble.
Well, just make sure you kill him.
But because at the moment I think he's going to end up engaging me or us anyway, because Vicky can't move him back at the moment.
Yeah, you're right. You're better off moving forward because at least you'll stop him there.
Okay. Well, based on that then, I'm going to go 1, 2. I've got 3 attacks, so I'm just going to wail on these guys. So hitting it on...
Not that thing that gives you an extra one.
Yeah, I mean I could cast that now, I suppose.
Do you have to cast it now or cast it in a minute if you don't kill them?
I can do it whenever. So let's save it. So we'll hit on a 3+, hitting the first one. It's a miss. The next attack is a crit. So that's tasty. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage.
Dead.
So killing that then gives me 2 faith. So that was my second attack. I'm going to lose any excess faith if I generate more now. So who would like a faith shield?
I wouldn't mind one.
Jack,
I'm sure Vicky would want one as well.
well, out of the 2 of you, who would rather have it? Who's got the greater need?
Vicky.
If it's Jack, he's got less.
No, I don't. Not anymore, I don't.
What do you not?
No, that new coat has put me on 18 health, same as you.
Well, I'll take it then because I'm squishier.
Okay, so you've got a faith shield of 4 faith. I'm then going to use my third attack to hit the other chap, which missed. I'm then going to do blessed attacks, which cost me 3. So to get an extra attack which hits on +1, which hits, and then damage wise, it's pretty lame. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's not enough. But because I did a miracle, I get an extra attack. So another one, and that's hit. Need better damage this time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I can spend a faith to do an extra 3 damage, which would then kill it.
Kill the deviant, so that's a good idea, I think.
So spend a faith point, that will then kill it, and then I get 2 faith back. Oh, loving the options now.
You've got a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, it's synergising quite nicely now at this level. So.
Well, I just go low in and smash the crap out of things.
So that's gone. So they're dead. That's cool. I don't think I can do much else.
Is that not enough?
No. Done. So the darkness roll, is it?
Yep. No, cultist.
No, he went before.
No, he's been.
He's been. Cool.
Well, do you want to leave it there? Because I mean, it's 10 o'clock now. We kind of finished in a nice spot. So.
Well, I rolled a 6 for darkness.
Okay. So
Still can't get a magic.
Still 6. Do you just want me to lay out the next room and then we do our movement and stuff next time, or
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
see what it is? Is it the Necrostream? No. It's a T-junction, so I'll go set that up later on. I don't need to do it now. So, and that's going to have 2 exits, which is kind of annoying. Dungeons going all over the place. So, and that will go onto a grey, so there's going to be nothing bad in there. But we will have a slight problem, because if we go down there and the Necrostream isn't coming off of one of those corridors, how are we then going to get past the Cultist Overlord?
We will get past it because you're not going to roll its behaviour. I will get some magic and I can move it out of the way.
That was very confidently said.
Yeah. Liam, just remember that with Vicky moving it back by 3 and its movement of 4, it's only going to advance 1 square at a time. If you hang back and keep it busy,
Yeah.
then it won't be able to do a thing. If it does manage to attack you, you can tumble and leg it.
We just have to hope we don't get ambushed, because that could tilt the scales a bit.
I'm relatively confident that between Dave and I, we can probably hold off long enough for you to catch up.
Okay, well, we'll sort that out in the next part, so I'm going to stop the recording there.